welcome again to my YouTube channel. If it's your first time here, thank you for joining me. If you're a returning subscriber, I mean, thank you for being here. Thank you a lot for being here. So you guys, okay, that line has been used to a lot of people. I need to come up with my own line. So you guys, I just woke up and I did this makeup in 10 minutes. Like it's a quick makeup. It's not full makeup. It's not something I wanted to say this before I release this video. Before I continue the video, it is not something I would do when I'm going out. It's not a makeup look I'd go for, but it's just a simple one because I didn't want to come on here looking all, you know. Yeah, for the truth, you guys, my skin got darker because of Nyali, so I'm still trying to go back to my skin color. Yeah. So guys, I wanted to do. Why am I smiling so much? So this video was to talk about my living alone journey. So I'm combing my hair right now. So pardon. But to age. Yeah. So let's talk about my living alone journey, how it started, how it's going. So guys, my name is Angie. I turned 24 on 20th December. So I have been living alone. But let's count from March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, now it's January. So we can say it's an year. Yeah, so let me tell you how my journey. I want to tell you how my journey. Yeah, I want to tell you how my journey began. So you guys, before I lived alone before, but I had to move back in with my parents because I got sick and I was in and out of hospitals for 3 months. So I had to move back in with my parents. So when I had the time to move out again was on 2020, the end of 2020, I decided to live with my friend. I was living with my friend. My friend hosted me. Her name is Chuza. She hosted me in her place at the end of November, December, January, February. She was still hosting me at her place. Yeah, because I didn't have a house of my own. Plus, she's just a nice girl. She was just like, okay, we can live together. You can live in my house, provided when it came to food, everyone used to like if you're in that house and you want to eat, everyone needs to give money. Yeah, so that's how we used to live together. So I decided just one day we got into a fight. And I decided, oh, I got so angry, so I decided to go look for a house. I looked for a house and I paid for it that day because I was really angry. That's the extreme. Okay, that's the extreme my anger can get to. So anyway, the first house I got was a bed sitter. So that bed sitter was so tiny, it was so squeezed, but at least I was happy because I have my own house. But at least when I fought with my friend, I didn't have to like feel uncomfortable in her house. But we made up that day anyway. Can you imagine? After I've even paid for the house again, we made up. But I was like, all the same, I need to start living alone. So that when you live with someone, you don't get a chance to buy your own things. You just, because she had things in her house. So you feel comfortable. So I decided, no, let me move out and get home and start living on my own. So the only thing I had at that point, I had nothing. The only thing I got from home that I told my mom to send to me are my bed. My bed I had bought my bed in my previous, before in 2019. Yeah, I bought my bed in 2019. And so I told you I moved out, things went back to my parents' house. So the only thing I got was my bed, my mattress, and just a little utensils. My mom just added some little utensils to my things. So after okay, so when I moved into that house, those are the things I had. I didn't even have a gas to cook on. So I remember that week I bought a gas. That getting my things from Roy to it was really expensive because my parents live in Roy. So yes, I lived with that bed sitter for like 2 months and I was tired of it. Because one thing about living in a small house is when you live in a tiny house, because that house only featured a bed and the cooker, and now it has like a tiny kitchen and now there's the washroom. It didn't even have a wardrobe, so I had to buy like a small car wardrobe. I still have it here in my new house, but I use it for like things like extra things, my shoes, my extra shopping. Yeah, because this house has a very big wardrobe. So that was my first house. So in that house I was too lazy. I used to just go out, have fun. When you have money, you don't even think of buying anything. That is the problem now with living in a small house. So I had to challenge myself. So I had to challenge myself and move into a bigger house, into a one-bedroom house. So this came. this happened because I was dating some Nigerian guy, you know. Because this time I was living in the city. Imagine I had that billionaire. I was dating that billionaire, but I was living in that is it a bit, yeah, in that bed sitter. So I decided to challenge myself, and I moved to that time we went to Nyali in July. That was the month I moved into my second house, that one bedroom house. So I was in a hurry to pay for that house because I was planning my trip to Nyali. I didn't want to remain with no money, so I didn't even look for a house. Me, I'm a lazy person. I did not look for a house. I just went to my friend and told her, this place of yours has houses. She was like, yeah, one bedrooms. They have one bedrooms here. So I was like, where do I pay? Blah blah blah. So I paid. So those people had told me there's water throughout. Shock of my life. They told me there was water throughout. They lied to me about so many things. So for me, I just paid, and I look at the house at night. I had not seen the house during the day. So when I came back from Yali, I was supposed to move out the next day. So I moved out. That's when I was seeing the house, and I moved in at night again. So I did not see even a lot. So that night there was no water, and they were like, it's just a small issue. So after staying there for a while, for like a week, I asked why is there always no water, and they told me they have a pattern. If there's water today, there's no water tomorrow. And when it comes for only 2 hours. Can you imagine? So I had to buy a drum. You know, at least my bedsitter was small, but they had water throughout. So I had to buy a drum. I had to buy things that can store water, because we get water like 3 times a week or 4 times a week for only 2 hours each day. So I had to buy things that would help me like store water. So I stayed in that house. So moving to this one bedroom, let me tell you a story. I was living in one bedroom, so I had nothing. Like I had only my bed. So my bed was in there. Oh, I forgot this part. So my coach, I bought my coach when I was in a bedsitter. So the bedsitter was so squeezed. So my coach was like, my coach and my bed were like this. So if I had to jump, and I had to jump to go to my washroom, I had to jump to go to the kitchen. Because in that bedsitter, I could cook when I am seated on the bed. That is how small I have started, you guys. Because I was using my gas. A cooker could not even fit in that house. No one in that building had a cooker. I'm so sure no one in that building had a cooker. I swear to God. Even a fridge. No one. Because where would it fit? Those houses were so tiny. So when I moved to this one bedroom, I moved there. I moved there. That day when I moved, I bought a TV stand. I didn't have a TV yet. But I bought things by faith. I was just buying a TV stand, telling myself, I will just get money to buy a TV. And I got money and I said, oh my God. So I moved there. My living room only had it had only my coach, my coach and my TV stand, nothing else. So I used to go to my first place to like. In that 1 month, I decided, well, any money I get, instead of buying hair, buying clothes, buying handbags, I started that any money I get, I'm gonna fill my house. I'm gonna make sure I furnish my house. Cause you can't beg. Let me tell you one thing. Out here, I was chilling. Trust me, I was chilling with big boys, big ballers. Ah! So people consider me a big girl. That you can't imagine. Big girl. I'm living in a house. I don't have a TV. I don't have. The house doesn't even have water throughout. I was no. That is actually not fair. It's actually called a fake life. I would call that a fake life. So I decided, all the money I'll be getting, instead of making all that money on. So I decided every weekend I have to buy something new in the house. So I started with a TV. That week I bought a TV because my TV is a digital TV. I don't know what is it called, a digital TV. It has YouTube, Netflix, all those things. So I decided, since I'm so bored, the first thing I bought was a woofer, so at least there was some noise. So every weekend I used to buy something new. So the first weekend I bought a TV. That week I bought a TV, I was broke. I went with 1,000 bob that day. I bought a TV, so I had to survive with 1,000 bob for the whole week and wait for a weekend, because I knew obviously I'd get money on weekends. So I survived with 1,000 bob that week. You can imagine. So even eating was not that easy, because now I had to like improvise. You have to eat. You don't have, me like I like eating fancy things, and I like to cook for myself. I'm not a restaurant person, but in my house you'll always find I don't cook cheap things. You'll never find me cooking eggs and ugali, skuma and ugali. I'm not. No, I refuse. That spirit I reboot in my house. Maybe after I don't even buy meat for like 100 bob. If I have to buy meat, I have to buy like for 400 bob. So I can store it like chicken, I buy a full chicken. I like eating fancy. Like you guys are in my food shop, and I like eating fancy. I don't like eating like I'm suffering. Yet I'm not suffering. I'm a big girl, yo. So that is when I bought my TV. I suffered that week, but all things were good. The next weekend I decided, okay, let me get a fridge. I got a fridge. The next weekend I decided, okay, let me get you can't have a fridge and not have a microwave. So I decided, okay. The next weekend I bought a microwave. Yes, that's how I started just growing. Then I decided to now buy my cooker. The cooker, the money the money I got from my boyfriend. I got money from my boyfriend, my current boyfriend right now. It was my first time being with him, so I went and the nigga sent me so much money, so I decided the money instead of using it for anything else. Let me buy a cooker for myself. Like if you hear me spoiling myself right now, I spoil myself by buying things for my own house. I told you guys you cannot be a big girl out there using an iPhone 12 or 11 and your house looks like you live in some bush in some ghetto. No. If you have to be a big girl, be a big girl everywhere. Be a big girl in your house. So that's when I bought a fridge, I bought a microwave. So with my boyfriend's money, I bought a one hot French cooker. If you check the price, if you want to check the price, you can check the price of that one hot French cooker. One hot French cookers range from 30,000, 25 to 37,000. Depends on where you get it. So I bought the one hot flash container. I was so proud of myself. I was so happy. My whole life, I've never been that happy. Like the day I bought the one hot flash cooker, I even cried because man, these are things I had been admiring in people's houses. You know how you go to people's houses and you see and you think, wow, they have this, they have this, they have this. Then for me, my parents are not rich, so obviously they had to hustle for everything myself. So yes, I started. So I lived in that. So after I bought the one hot plate cooker, I had lived in that house for like 2 months. Then I bought the hot plate cooker. Then it couldn't fit in my kitchen very well. Like I used to like there was not so much space. I used to be squeezing the kitchen. So I told myself, again, I'm a big girl. Angie, Angie is an people know Angie. Not okay, not here on social media. Me, I'm not the kind of person. You don't know me on social media. You know me in real life. People used to know me in real life. So people obviously assume that I'm living a very good life when they see me out there because I know how to carry myself. I know how to talk. I know. So obviously people will me, and most of my friends are Nigerian men. Those are most of my friends actually. People who know me in person are them. So like people consider me a big girl. Why am I squeezing myself in this? It was a one bedroom, yes, but why am I squeezing myself in this house that has no water throughout? That is not that comfortable for me because the lighting is not that good for me. Why am I squeezing myself here? I should find a bigger house. So that I stayed there 3 months, and the third month I was staying there because I had paid my Wi-Fi for 3 months in advance. So that's why I stayed there. So I used to buy everything. I told you I used to buy everything. Every weekend I used to buy something new, something new, something new, something new till I filled up the house and I decided I'm moving into a new house. Then again, one thing that made me move is my boyfriend, my Nigerian boyfriend wanted to come visit. So all the time I used to like avoid that story. When he tells me he wants to come see where I stay, I used to be like, no, don't come, blah blah blah. My cousin is around. That time no one is even around because I was like, the way my boyfriend carries me, he carries me like a big girl. Like he even calls me a dog. How will he come to Odogu's house? Odogu's house, you have to like use basin to shower. How? Ah! No. So I used to avoid him coming to my place a lot, and he used to notice. So that is when I decided to move into this house that I am in right now. Yeah. So that is the public. I remember I hustled. I worked. I paid. The good thing is the man he accepted that I could pay the house halfway, so I paid halfway, then I paid the other half when I moved into the house. So when I moved to this house, this house is comfortable. At least I can tell you, it's a one bedroom house. I can tell you the bedroom is big enough. The wardrobe is big, like big. It has like 4 columns, 1, 2, 3, 4. Which rows or columns, whatever. Yes. Then the living room is good. Then at least now, I have so many Nigerian friends, male friends, and female also. Every time they view my status and they see my house, because I take a lot of videos in my house, those guys are always like calling me big girl. I told you, you can't be a big girl out there the only big thing you've achieved is owning an iPhone 11 or 12. I'm not bashing people who own that. If I wanted to buy that last year, I would have bought. Last year, I swear to God, last year I have touched money. But the only thing that was running through my mind was furnishing my house. But right now, it's still running through my mind because right now I need a dining table. So I'm supposed to get a dining table next week, and I want to change my seat. I want to buy a Chester seat. Yes, I want to take a Chester seat. So the dining table and Chester seats are supposed to come in next week, which I pray to God they do come in next week because that is the only thing I want. Then a washing machine, then my goals for the year will be over. You know, then at least I can now upgrade my iPhone. Because right now I'm using an iPhone 8 Plus, but I can upgrade it to a 12 or you know, that is after I am done, after my house is fully furnished. Because right now, even if you tell me you want to visit me, even though my boyfriend tells me he wants to come, he wants to come. Because this house is big, it's comfortable, it has water throughout. I have everything. You know, everything you can see in houses. You know, these men, once they realize that you're just a girl, they will, if the Nigerian men, they will insult you. They realize you don't have, they realize you don't have a home, first of all you have is an iPhone 11 Pro. They will insult. Trust me, I've seen that so many times. Like there was this girl one day we were just chilling at my boyfriend's place and his friends were there. So this girl was coming there. She was using an iPhone. I don't know it's 11 Pro Max. So she was telling the guy, one of those Nigerian guys was using an iPhone X. So she came and she's like telling the guy, actually, you're using an iPhone X. This is poverty. And you know what those people told her? They told her that you're telling us this is poverty, iPhone X is poverty, yet you're using an iPhone 11 Pro Max that someone bought for you. You have nothing to your name except that, hey, those people, they insulted the guy. Like, these people, they respect you once they see you have your own things. Not that just things that iPhone 11 Pro Max, they're like, So for me, at least, the guys who be my friends, my Nigerian friends, they always like, they call me big girl. They call me big girl. You know, at least when you call me for nice, I'll tell you, do I look like I am suffering? Because in my house, this is the same things you have in Killing Money are the same things they have in their houses, the same things I have in my house. If that's why my boyfriend can come here comfortably, have a shower, do what? Because it is actually the same things. Yeah, so if you want respect, if you want big girl respect, have big girl things. For me, I had to make sacrifices. I had to tell myself no more buying hair, no more making your nails, no more buying handbags and shoes first to furnish your house. And that is the sacrifice I made for like 6 months. For like from July, August, September, October. I never used to like spoil myself that much. I used to buy clothes, yes, and shoes, but I never used to buy them like often because I was sacrificing. You know, I used to tell myself, no, I have to fill my house. I have to do this. So living alone takes sacrifice if you want to fill your house. You will not be wanting to fill your house and outside that you still want to impress people. But one thing about these men, they don't care. You can buy new hair every week, and someone who is not even bought hair since last year will still get a man who is better than you. So for me, yeah, I used to buy hair, but not that much. So December is when I've at least spoiled myself a little. At least I have bought things for myself. I bought this in December. I've shaved my hair like 3 times. I had my birthday nearly. Yeah, so it takes sacrifice. If you want to live alone, first of all, you have to make a sacrifice. You can't have it all. Like for me right now, after I am done furnishing my house, is when I'll upgrade to an iPhone 11 or 12 or even 13. When after I am done furnishing my house where I want it to. But I want to be able to like big girl energy, man. You go big everywhere. Like right now, looking at my house, I am so proud. Though I'll do an official house tour for you when my Chester seats and my dining table arrive, so you can see an official tour. But right now we're good. There's too much space in this house. It's too big. Yes, but if I get more money, I'm upgrading again to a bigger house. That is how I am. Bigger energy. You have to live large. You want this man to respect you. Because first of all, you ever met this Nigerian man who asks you, where do you live? Do you live alone or with your friends? When you tell them you live with your friends, sure. If the man was respecting you, the respect goes down. If you live alone, these people respect you. I don't know why. They just feel like girls who can be able to afford renting. Because they actually, even my boyfriend tells me rent in Nairobi is expensive. So So when they see you can actually afford rent in Nairobi and in a good place and in a good house, they respect you for that. Because my boyfriend, he always tells me, rent in Nairobi is expensive, rent in Kenya is expensive. Like what you pay here for a month, you can pay there for an year. Yeah, he tells me that straight up. Especially in Kilimani, those houses they pay a month. In their country, you pay a year. They pay yearly, they pay rent yearly. So yeah, so that has been my journey. It has not been easy. It has actually taken me a lot of sacrifice. 6 months of actually telling myself I don't want to buy hair. I'm not gonna do my nails. I'm not gonna buy new shoes every time. I want to just clean my house. I'm not gonna have an iPhone 12 or 11. But but at least I can feel the sacrifice paid off. In my house, everyone comes to my house is like, okay, God, you did it. And I still want to change something. Even my fridge, I want to get a bigger one. Yeah, I want to get a bigger one. So like this one, I did shopping last time. Everything couldn't fit, so I had to remove something. So now I want to get a bigger one. That is how it works. So if you are a girl who fancies living alone, I hope this inspires you to focus on the things you want. Because I don't know, me, I'm not the type of girl who. Okay, I want to be married, but of course not to a Kenyan man, to a Nigerian man. I want to be married, but I feel the same time if I don't get married, I'm still good. Because I say in case, because my boyfriend is still in Nigeria. When he comes back to Kenya, he's supposed to live alone. So if I'm supposed to move in with him, the things in my house are gonna go to my parents' house. I won't feel bad when they go to my parents' house. They are my parents at the end of the day. But in case of anything, I'll just continue filling my house. So that's why I get excited. All my money goes into filling my house, nothing else. At least there are things I see. I come into my house and I'm like, ooh, I might be broke. I might look this way and that way. But at least my house is full. At least my house has things. Yeah, it's a very exciting thing when you keep buying stuff for your house. Keep looking, your house keeps looking expensive. You look expensive outside and inside. When you walk in, where you sleep looks expensive. Yeah. So that's yeah. That has been my journey, and I'm so happy and so grateful. You guys can share your journey too if you live alone. If you've not started living alone, here's a wake up call, and you want to live alone. Now, girls, there's a meme, is it a meme or a tweet that goes around that says, right now, girls are living better than men. Yeah, girls have better apartments. Be one of those girls. Don't be one of those girls who waits to live with a boyfriend. Huh? In a bed sitter, and you can afford that one bedroom by your own. My girl, hustle, big girl energy, live like a big girl, floss like a big girl. Don't just be an Instagram girl, yet in real life you have nothing. Don't be going to other people's houses to take pictures. You need to take pictures in your own house. You don't know the joy of taking pictures in your own house. Me, for mirror selfies, I just go to my mirror in my washroom and I take mirror selfies. Yeah, so guys, that has been my living alone journey. Things you need to know before you move out is just plan yourself how you're gonna pay your bills. For me, I won't lie to you, I don't plan myself. Me, my bills just come. I don't even save for bills. When they come, I just have money for it. It's just God. I just thank God that I can be able to pay rent, Netflix, Wi-Fi, garbage, water, electricity, food. Yeah. So that has been my journey, guys. It has not been easy, but it has been worth it. It has been a lot of sacrifice, tears, blood, and sweat. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you for joining this one. I hope you had fun in this video like I did have in shooting the video. So I'll give you a house tour and the rest of the things that I see you next time. Bye bye.